All right, listen up. It is 46 degrees out and raining. That's right. But I don't think they're waterproof, so I don't think they're going to do me any good. I do have some Indy Ridge boots that say they're waterproof, but I'll test that out today. Right, Hogan? Right, little pumpkin? Yeah, I'm going to try and talk a little bit about what's between Aberdeen and Federal Way, and the main thing in between the two would be JBLM, which is the Joint Base Lewis McChord. It's part Army, part Air Force. It's a big deal here. And so we're going to be driving past that. Can't really see much because I'm going to be on the freeway. I'm not going to be doing the surface streets in and out through the base. And of course, in Tacoma, there's really just a Tacoma Dome and a couple of really big casinos and some RV dealerships. But it's going to be done in the very cold rain. And, just be careful. Take the curves a little slower, be more cautious with traffic. Allow yourself a longer space cushion between the vehicle in front of you. Don't ride in a blind spot, typical things. And if you want a hot dog and go for that adrenaline rush, don't do it in the rain. I just think it's too risky, and I don't know. Plus, I think my body's going to be like in cold rain shock. Because it's 46 degrees, I believe is what it is, which is, when you're going at freeway speeds. So anyway, that's going to be on the menu for today. And I'm going to gear up and get out there. Oh, and Hogan, what are you doing on the couch, boy? Pretty rainbow. Okay, now I'm getting. Okay, forget that idea. I'll do this. Cameras are still going. Although, like I said, it's not like a hard downpour or rain. It's just a drizzle. But it feels like it's more than a drizzle when you're riding through it, obviously. Guess what? I'm getting hungry. So I notice now that I'm going slower because of the traffic, my hands are less frozen. Good. I can't sing though, you guys. When I sing, I fog up my face mask. It's even cracked at the bottom, so okay, no singing. No singing. Sorry. Sorry, you guys. You won't be able to hear my voice. It is kind of nice seeing the trees that they are kind of starting to fill out. Thing with riding in the rain on a motorcycle, it's the same approach for me anyway as driving in my car in the rain. You have to drive for road conditions, and you have to drive according to your skill set, what you're comfortable with, and what the capabilities are with your vehicle, right? Your motorcycle's going to handle differently in the rain than it would be otherwise when it's dry out.
So just slow down. Increase that space cushion. If you're nervous about it and it's kind of freaking you out a little bit, hey, just calm down, relax, drive slower. I'm sure there's someone's grandma in one of the 3 lanes or 4 lanes or however many lanes that's, just barely crawling. Just tuck yourself in behind her. And just relax and stay calm and, try not to fret and just get through it. But really you've got to know your limitations as a rider, what your bike is capable of doing. The same as when you were in the car, right? You got to know your limitations as a driver, what your car's limitations are. Do those limitations change depending on the weather? Depends on the car, right? Same thing with a motorcycle. I'm sure my motorcycle performs great in the rain. I never push myself because it's not so much the bike that I'm worried about. It's me. It's my own skills. It's riding in the rain in traffic is something that I don't practice, right? So just keep your cool. And one thing that I do is I always have my music going on in my Cardo headset. I'll just have music on and I'll just focus on that music, tuck in if I need to behind the windscreen, and make my way down the road mile by mile. Just being cool, calm, and collected. Slow it down, slow around the corners, watch for standing water, and you'll do it, and you'll get through it. And I bet if you did that all the time, I should be like a champion, of riding in the rain, but I don't ride in the rain. We get 4 months where it doesn't rain, and that's when I do most of my riding. But now and then, you can't avoid it, like today, for instance. So, that's my take on it. This area that we're entering now is JBLM. It's the Joint Base Lewis McChord, and there's an airfield here, and it's fun driving on this road when they're like practicing their jet maneuvers. They'll have air shows and stuff, and when Seafair is on, they have the Blue Angels, and you could watch them. But it's cool here to just see a jet just like go screaming past you. And it's big. It's like 6 exits. And there's a VA hospital across the street. That's one of the buildings. It's cool looking. A museum. And then there's stuff over there. It's like barracks or something. You could see it there, maybe. And then it's not unusual to see convoys right here on this road with like 20 big, beefed up, cool looking military vehicles. JBLM. Oh, look. We're here already. Move over here. So JBLM, it's pretty famous around here in the Puget Sound area. It's part Army and part Air Force. That have come together. It was part of this base realignment and closure report that came out 2000 something. And from what I remember, it was there are like 7,200 military and civilian personnel that are here, and they fly around the globe and they conduct airdrop training and Arctic resupply missions and whatever else. But it's pretty cool. I like driving past here and going inside, not inside legally, through the gate inside, but there are like surface streets that go through and around different areas of the base, and it's just beautiful there. It's stunning. These huge evergreen trees, and the grounds are just manicured just perfectly. It's just really nice. But the speed limit is like 20 miles an hour, so it's kind of crazy. More of the military base there. But this base is huge. It's 136 square miles. And it was just prairie land and flattened glaciers from this area. And it's like the number one. I mean, it's real popular too. It's like everybody wants to be here if you're in the military, or even not in the military, but it's pretty cool. There's part of not used entrance anymore. Where this puts us on the map, so where Joint Base Lewis McChord is, we're still in it, is kind of in the South Tacoma area, the Lakewood area. So the VA hospital's over there somewhere. But I mean, look at it. It's like a picnic grounds. What was I saying? Oh, there it is. VA American Lake Campus. That's where the VA American Lake Hospital. Real pretty. Oh, I was telling you where JBLM is in relationship to Seattle and all that. So we are South Tacoma. So the next, once we get past the base, which is probably right around now, we'll get into, I think it's just the Tacoma area. And then after Tacoma, there's Fife, which is like an exit and some car lots and RV showrooms. That's all it is. And it gets its own city name. But that's up here, and then there's Federal Way. But with the Tacoma, we'll go past the Tacoma Dome and a couple of those big hotel casinos. My hands are freezing again, just in case you were wondering. A little hand update. I'm like being in a blind spot. And now my feet are starting to get a little cold. But I gotta pay attention because my exit's not far. And I have been known to just like and miss exits. Oh, it's Fife. Yeah, okay, so here we are. It says Fife, next 3 exits. I'm telling you. count how many RV dealerships